Welcome into the studio, a friend of the show, Jim Popp, of course,
Appreciate
from the Alouettes. Thank you so much for being back. We're now looking at the 2014-15 season here for the Alouettes. You know, lots has happened in the recent months with the CBA negotiations, possibly going south, of course. But listen, there is a season and it's kicking off on Friday. So from your perspective now, let's just start by talking about the team. How are the guys doing so far?
Well, we've had a very extensive training camp. We got through there pretty healthy, and we've had a lot of change obviously over the last year. But there's also through that change been a lot of transition and a good nucleus of players that we have, and we're very excited. We're going to have an exciting team. We have a great defense coming back. Got tremendous weapons on offense. Got a kick returner in Larry Taylor. And it just, it'll be exciting if fans get out there and watch us, and that's a big key.
I think part of the excitement, of course, we can't go around this really, is Chad Johnson, of course, joining the team throughout the summer. I've just been seeing him through the media as well. This very, very, excited character as well. So what's it like? I'm sure a ton of people are looking forward to seeing him on the field. He's been very, very welcoming to the fans so far. What is it like to deal with him as a player, as a human being, part of the team now?
Well, he's a very entertaining guy, but in house with the team, he's just Chad Johnson. He's just the normal player, goes to work, very professional, works his tail off. Outside, everybody knows him as Ocho Cinco. In the past, very flamboyant, very entertaining. He's an entertainer.
That's right.
What he is. He's a very smart, crafty guy, and keeps everybody on their toes. But he's a fun person, but he's all business at work.
Still very passionate about the game, of course. It wants to be as good as he can be, of course. And you mentioned changes a little earlier, and one of the big changes is Tom Higgins being now the head coach. And I had the chance to talk to him a little bit here on the show and ran into him at different events. And I feel like he's a very interesting character in a positive way, of course, a good asset to bring to the team as well.
Well, he's been in the league over 30 years, so he knows a lot of aspects of the league. He's been a head coach. He's been in the front office. He's worked in the league office. He knows a lot of things about the CFL and the team itself and how the character of a player. But at the end of the day, he's an overseer. He's not coaching in position, but he wants to compare him to Coach Trestman. He may be philosophically, but he's not a coordinator. He will oversee. We got other coaches doing that, and but I think his style fits into our team.
All right, and let's talk about you for a little bit. This is going to be your 19th season with the Alouettes at different positions, of course. I'd like to know for you, of course, in the short term towards this season, but also in the longer term, what do you expect to see? What do you want to see? Because you've seen it all, the bad seasons, the cup seasons, you've seen everything. What do you, as a true Alouette, want to see in the upcoming years?
Well, every year's a challenge. There's always change. We've had a lot of change over the last year. Matter of fact, from 1 year ago today, I'll just say we've had 44 new players added to this team. Wow. Now that's a lot. Now there's 60 players, but when I say that, we went through such a transition a year ago with injuries that we have new players that everybody's familiar with. So really, by the time the season ended a year ago, there's only, which is normal, there's about a third of the about 65 guys on the team right now, about a third of those are new. But the nucleus of the players that the fans know are all there. So every year's a challenge, a new locker room. We have a great locker room, great group of guys. And but what do I want to see? I want to see a Grey Cup championship. We've really felt for 3 years the talent's been there.
Right.
We could have been the champion. Hasn't happened. Whether Coach Trestman was the coach, whether Jim Popp was the coach, and now Tom Higgins is there. So we've got to find a way to get the performance on the field. Yep.
Well, we're all very much looking forward to that. I also have to mention, guys, there's going to be a lot of games happening on Fridays this year. Right. Which will be a bit of a change. Tickets, of course, are still available. And the kickoff game is this Friday, June 28th. Get your tickets, guys. It's going to be a good season, I'm sure.
Well, that's the number one thing. I think people in this city, we've always had a lot of sellouts. They think there's no tickets. There's tickets. Please get out there and watch us. Be very entertaining.
And we will. Jim Popp, thank you so much for stopping by again. And have a great one for your 19th season. Thank you so much.